Hello. Oh my gosh. Hi guys, welcome to our passion project, the Brown Bros Podcast.
We are back.
Yes, we are. Finally, we're ready to introduce this project to you guys. It is official. We have finally gotten ourselves together, taken some quiet time to put it together, plan it out a little bit better. And we are here to share
our journey and mission with you guys.
Yes, and I will introduce myself, Dexter. I may be a familiar face, maybe not. We do have some subscribers, on our channel that we were introduced to from our brothers Meet the Maslins. So we're excited to see you guys and officially have some content out for you. And this is
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Bang, 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 bang. Or other known as Vic. Some of you may know me as Vic. Some of you may know me as Lorenzo, based on whatever social media platform you follow me on. But I do go by Lorenzo.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Mr. Lorenzo.
Mr.
So,
Lorenzo Poppy.
I guess, Mr. Lorenzo would be nasty.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. So, guys, let's first introduce you to the podcast and what it's about. It's also not just a podcast, it's a vlog. So we're taking you along the journey.
Yes.
Very new for us and scary, but still fun at the same
Definitely
time.
scary because it's like
It's intimidating.
giving them an inside scoop on a day-to-day life of two fly-ass brown bros.
You know what I mean?
You
Listen, what you have in front of you here is two brown men from the LGBT community. And the mission that we have really is is all about brotherly love. How can we bridge the gap between what sets us apart from our heterosexual counterparts? And I don't mean to quote that, not to offend anybody, but we are, like I said, the mission is brotherly love. How do we bridge the gap, share life through our lens and our viewpoint, and also learn along the way some things that we may hear and learn from our counterparts. Yes. When we were coming up with this podcast, Mr. Lorenzo, what was like your main thing that you wanted to accomplish? I know I'm interviewing you and it's on the but he getting hot. Oh my God,
it's happening.
It's happening.
Wow, that's crazy. But no, I think one of the main things I wanted to do was definitely educate people who may not know, outside of the LGBTQ community, who may not know certain things. Definitely want to educate and let them know their perspective may be a little different from every standpoint or viewpoint that they may have when it comes to certain people. So,
sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I said, it's about influencing brotherly love. That is the main thing. How do we love on each other, learn each other?
Right.
And when you think about love, one of the key things in it is compassion and empathy. So that also, another facet to that is understanding.
Absolutely.
So we want them to understand us and us to understand them better, or each other, whatever. We're family at the end of the day.
Because at the end of the day, we're all one.
But come on this journey with us. Join us on the discussion of fashion, mental health,
Tea.
Oh my God, the tea. My God, the tea, the lifestyle, all the things. Brown-owned businesses.
Mental health.
Mental health is definitely self-care, self-love, and financial literacy, amongst some other things that we will be discussing on this passion project of ours.
It's gonna be a mess, but a good mess. A very good mess.
It really is gonna be a good mess. And you know what? Speaking of mess, I'm ready to start being messy by putting you in the hot seat.
What you put me in the hot? I don't want to sweat.
Okay, I'll try to make it not. I'll try to make it not that bad. But we were talking about a situation earlier, and in the past, we've talked about this a couple of times. And as y'all know, again, he gets hot, child. He gets hot.
Let me put my glasses on.
But we wanted to talk about when you expose yourself to different kinds of energies. You remember you were telling me something about getting anxious in certain rooms.
Get anxious in certain environments. For me, the barbershop is one.
Okay.
And it's crazy because it's like when I go into the barbershop, I have to put on this. I don't have to, but I do just to be more comfortable. I guess you can say.
Right. Your guard is.
I guard myself. So when I go in, I kind of put on this trade. What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? D-boys maybe not too deep, but it'd be a little deep.
Right.
And some
a
of
couple
my
octaves.
right. And, I don't talk with my hands and all that stuff like that. I just go in there, get my hair cut, boom. But it's like some of the conversations that come up while I'm getting my hair cut, I can't relate to, and it's just like I don't know what to say. Like you're asking me certain questions. You're like, yo, well, Vic or Lorenzo, like, what do you think about this? And I'm just like,
They want your input on
They want my
topics
input on
that,
it, like when it comes to like women and all of this other stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't relate.
Yeah, I can't.
But if you ask me about a man, that'll be a different story.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I get exactly what you're talking about because I have had to do that before. And you know what has helped me through that is really just kind of like tuning them out at the same time.
Yeah.
If I'm not being spoken to, a lot of times I don't tune in. But then again, I pick up on a lot of shit. So I'm like, I'm always paying attention.
Man. Like, the energy be real. And I know for the longest, back then, I had a barber who me and my then ex used to go to. So he didn't know that we were together, but he was trying to like put the pieces in like, well, how do you know such and such? Cause he comes here too, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So who you like? Ask me a question like, who you stay with? Like, what part of town do you live on? Trying to like put the pieces in together. And I'm like, bro, if you want to just ask me something, I will respect that a little bit more. Like, just ask me versus you trying to like fish it out of me. If that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm just like, what do you like? I said, what you trying to say? Like, what you want to know, bro?
Curious. You know what? Have not if you ask not. So I guess. They just kind of curious, but they don't know how to be direct with the question. And quite frankly, it's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
It's who I lay with and whatever.
Who I lay with,
like
and who I lay.
Oh,
it's my business.
I'm weak. I'm so weak.
It's my business.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But so something that.
Okay, so. You know, in my scenario, what I could bring up is, okay, so we were talking about this earlier as well, right? Another hot seat topic was, and the question was, what is something that you used to do that you thought were so cool? You were so cool back then, but now you're embarrassed by it. And I mentioned to him that the color contacts era, I still see Nikki doing it. But they can play with it. They're artists, and it's costumes.
It's
whatever.
Costume. I get it.
Girl. So, but that's something that I used to think was so cool, and I had me some hazel green eyes. Child, what? I wish I could find the pictures. I deleted them, so I never will see them
hazel
again.
Green with the waves. I had waves. Hazel green. You could not tell me I was not that dude back then.
I
could not. And I remember one day I went to Taco Bell and the girl was like, "Are those your real eyes?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, go like this."
Oh, why would you see?
I was like, "Girl, I can't do that."
People be so personal.
You childish.
Right.
You real childish. But something that I did do, I thought about it that was like cool. Well, maybe it was cool. I don't know. I used to put texturizers in my hair back in middle school.
Okay. Because
I wanted to have like...
Hold on, let me feel... Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about that.
No, I have a story too.
Okay.
That's crazy. I used to do that shit every 2 weeks.
Wow.
My shit was thinning.
Wow.
Because I was doing it too much. And it was crazy because my grandmother, she would take me to Walmart and I would buy the texturizers. It was called Wave Runner. I would put that in my head and she never knew what I was doing in the bathroom when they went to sleep. So
you was perming your hair.
Sorry, Grandma. I was definitely perming my hair in the bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning while you were.
Oh my god. Yo, same scenario.
But it was cute.
It was cute. It turned out nice.
It turned out nice.
Mine, not so much. Okay, so here's the situation with mine. I had just gotten this haircut. So this was actually about 8 years ago since I've had this haircut. Interesting story about the haircut. Well, that's a topic for another day.
Not you was perming your hair.
Oh no, here's what had happened. So this side for, okay, so I guess I'll be, okay. So I'm going to share this part. Okay, so I was in an abusive relationship.
Okay.
At the time. Sorry. And that's why, that's the reason for the haircut and how it came about.
The haircut you have now?
Yes. So basically, my hair got pulled out. And it was some bald spots. So I was like,
had locks all over?
Yeah, I had locks. My whole head was full of locks. Yeah, my whole head was full of locks. But they got pulled out in other areas. So, interesting story. but I'm healed from that, so whatever. But I can share it. So anyways, so my locks were pulled out, and I remember crying and going to the barbershop like, damn, I'm gonna have to cut all my dreads off after all these years of hard work, putting growing in and taking care of it, whatever. Long story short, I told him to try. At the time, Cassie and Rihanna had
the side
cut,
yeah,
and I was like, let me try that. So I asked the barber just to try it. He had to go skin low because I just got a fresh retwist, so there were actual bald spots. Like, yeah, it gave skin, like
straight flesh.
So he had to go straight down. Anyways, as it was growing back in, I went. That's where the texturizer story comes in. I went to Walmart and got me some because this kind of texture here, growing back over here, was giving afro. Yeah, it wasn't giving what Rihanna and Cassie had. So because of that, I use the Wave Runner and child. Okay, so I know you're supposed to hold up. You had to have it on for just a couple minutes.
I think it was like 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, I gave it I was like, well, I really need this to be texturized, so I'm gonna keep it a little longer. Who told me to do that? I don't know. But my scalp was burned. Raw. Yeah, it was burned, and it literally had scabs.
Oh my gosh.
For years. Well, no, the scabs went away, but it was still so tender for years. And so what are they putting in those things?
I had the same situation. Like I said, I was doing it every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, I'm just doing it because everybody at school was doing it, and my best friend's Jamar Hill's his name from elementary school. He had the deepest waves in his head from this product. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me get it. So I'm putting it in every 2 weeks, and I know that shit is thinning my hair out every time. Yo. I probably would say my hair really didn't fully transition until I was in my mid-20s. Wow. That's when I got the texture back. Yeah. And I didn't even need it. I didn't even need the Wave Runner because I already had the waves in there. I just had to train them. Yeah. But back then I didn't know.
Well, we didn't have no guidance.
We had no guidance. I was thinking a whole
poppy kind of.
Nah, yeah. It was straight hair.
But then it was thin. I can't imagine it. Because now your luscious curly locks give what they need to give.
They give that.
Yeah, you know what? I love your hair. You posted a reel yesterday. Yeah, no worries. I mean, whatever it is. We live for all the looks.
We live for the transition.
We live for all the Vics that we or the.
Because don't they say that hair holds on to weight and certain life cycles that you've been through?
I did hear that before.
So I actually cut all of this shit
off. So you want to start over fresh?
Fresh. I want to do a sweetie.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Ball fade. Kind of. Child. But anyway, I love your hair, and you did release a reel. By the way, share your Instagram so they can.
Lorenzo _love__. So that's 2 underscores at the end.
Mm-hmm. A lot. So Dexter B.Jr. is mine, and you can find me there. But check out his most recent reel with the curls and the sweater weather transition. That was pretty dope.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I really be trying to create the content.
Yes. You're getting so much better, the jumping in the shoes. I know.
I have a new one I'm working on. I'm gonna master it. It's a surprise for you guys.
Can't wait to see.
I can't even tell you. You'll have to wait like everybody else.
That's fine. I like to be. I like to find out stuff. I like surprises. But speaking of surprises, let's talk about we will have a brown business segment, which we're transitioning to now, and we want to highlight a brown business that we are inspired by, that we love, and that we want to bring some more notoriety to. Yes. Not as if this person needs any more notoriety.
The boss, the GOAT.
Brittany B. Waters. So first of all, I put out her whole government. She's gonna be back. But the official B. on Instagram, her clothing line is called, formerly known as Alchemy 11, is now called. Yes. Is now named Arc and Hive. So you can find her one-on-one pieces. I love it because
really dope.
Exclusive. It's custom. Vintage things that she's repurposed. And honestly, I don't know if repurpose is the word to use because she kind of gives it a new life. Yeah. She gives it a new life.
She's bringing back these pieces. Yeah. With a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
And it's now. And they'll never go out of style. You can wear this shit 10 years from now.
Yes, I am wearing her
shirt. You still got it.
Yes, it's so fire. Please check her website out, arcandhive.com. You can check out her Instagram, arc, ARCANDHIVE. And yeah, you'll see the dope product. She's giving flannel. She gives these basic tees if you need
with
just
the
a little.
twist,
It's so.
It's crazy how I met B-Dub years ago, like well over, I would say like 10 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I've known her for how long have I known her? Probably like 7-ish.
Okay, so we're not saying.
No, but yeah, that era. So yeah, it was back in 2017. So around, but known each other for a while. Always collaborated. We did Beat the Runway together. Like I helped her with some styling, and she just gave the looks and
dope.
just
Always
fire,
been a really good spirit. I love her.
Brown Business, Arc and Hive this week.
Out.
Check her out. We may learn to edit and put her information on the screen.
We will.
Like our brothers.
Brandon, Alec, help us out.
Please send help. Oh my gosh. So but bad. You know what? It's perfect that we had her as our Brown Business to talk about, because our next segment is the what's hot, what's not in fashion. And what to look forward to. Honestly, I'm not going to talk about so much what's not hot right now. I'm going to talk about what's hot.
What is hot? Because I'm very curious to know.
Well, we got the faux leather.
Yes,
it was already making a comeback, right?
It was.
Anything faux leather was making this comeback. And I keep saying faux leather because we're going to promote the
vegan free
vegan. So faux leather. You can go to places like Zara and see them. I see some Instagram boutiques that execute the product really well. One of my favorite ones that I recently saw was a slim but flare pant from Minimal.
Yes.
It was.
They have some really cute pieces.
Yes, they're really nice. They're
really
clean.
Detailed down.
Yeah, right. And you know what? I didn't know if it was real. So if you guys know about the brand or don't know about it, check it out.
It is.
It's what? MNL.
Yeah. Because I was just ordering stuff last night from that website.
Oh my god, shopaholic over here.
Yeah. I just bought some vegan leather pants on Friday.
Nice. And I did see one in one of the reels too.
Yes, but I got those last year. I got a new pair, a more fit pair, but they have like these biker straps. They kind of strap down.
Nice. So that's
gonna be a piece.
It's gonna be a piece. So guys, get you some faux leather in your closet if you haven't. If you do have it, do not move it too far back in the closet. Actually bring it forward.
Yes.
Because that piece is in for the winter and it's probably gonna stay for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Especially when done right.
Yeah.
Especially when done right, because you can
so
pair it with denim. You can pair it with so many different things. Yeah. And which the next one would probably be the puffer coats. Puffer jacket. It's puffer season. It's winter time. So we definitely want to bring those out. If you have a puffer, bring it back out. But puffers are being done in a new way now.
They're cropped.
I've
seen a lot of them cropped.
Yes,
cropped. Love them.
Cropped.
Favorite jacket ever. I don't want a long ass jacket no more. Crop it.
Well, dang, because you know what? The trench coat.
Well, a trench is different. I've never done a puffer trench though.
Oh,
that might be dope
that
too.
would be fire. You know what? That reminds me of Nikki when she was in the It was her and Tyga that did a video. She did a whole puffer moment. It was a puffer dress, like fire.
I don't know. It was white, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think that was fire. So if you haven't seen that video, check that out as well. But that's another way of puffer done in a different way and done right. But like you said, cuffers. There's one that I got from PacSun recently, and if you go to my Instagram, you probably would see it. I'm wearing it. It's black, but it has the sleeve is long. It comes like down to my like right here, which I live for that. So I kind of wear it like one of those muffs things. I know. I just do like this. I'm trying to be extra. It's like a flare sleeve situation, and it's shorter. Okay. So that's a puffer that I like, and like I said, the trench coat is coming back. If you get a nice pea trench coat mix, whatever.
I feel like you can dress those up. You can either dress them up or dress them down depending on your vibe.
Depending on the vibe. They can be done really well, dressed up well. I have one that's from Express. Okay. Express is a really good place to get some. For the ladies, I know I've seen some in Zara, of course, but I've also seen some on ASOS and New York & Company. Don't quote me on this, but I believe their stores are closed for the most part, but they still have online business.
Okay.
So for ladies, if you're looking for a nice pea and trench coat, go to those places that I mentioned. And then what else do I want to mention?
I have one.
What do you?
You know, like the boots, those. That's like the thick.
It's funny you
I don't
say
know
that.
what
That's
you
on the
call
list.
them. Is it?
Yeah, boots. Well,
Wow.
we have cowboy boots and we have the platform boots.
It's like the
Which one?
thick ones, like the kind of like rocker.
Okay, so with that heel, it's more of a 3. What is it? The one with the 3-inch
Well,
heel?
no, this is that's like a heel.
No, but there's the boots.
There's like the boots, the black, like I guess you can say like rock hard combat boots, but they're thick and they're.
Is it like
the Bottega?
Bottega?
Ones. Yeah.
Okay, those
Kinda
are
like that.
Yeah,
I
those are
really
definitely
love
in. The
them.
chunky boot.
Chunky
Chunky boot is definitely
You can
a
wear them
thing.
with shorts. You can wear them.
It's so fly.
with-
It's so fly.
Girl, vegan leather pants.
Yes, your vegan leather
You
pants.
can wear them with a lot of
Ooh,
things.
I can't wait till they see how you wore.
I actually have the real made. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
It's on-
Can't wait till you see that as well. That shoot is gonna drop.
It
soon.
might drop. soon.
But those are what is in for fashion right now. What's hot, what's not. I was for the what's hot, what's not segment. I was thinking about changing it to the trendy top
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of dope.
because my styling business is named
Hello,
Trendy. So I want to plug that a little bit, but we'll talk about that on the sideline.
No,
you
I
know,
like that
something
idea. That's
You know
good. I
what
like that.
I mean?
You gotta plug yourself.
Right. Yeah,
Period.
that's what this is all about.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, my favorite time.
What's that?
Tea time. All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
What's on the docket today?
What's on the docket?
Who?
It's definitely Drake
And
Meg.
mm,
Come on.
see, that's some crazy mess.
That's crazy.
Okay, so here is what it is. So Drake and 21 Savage has released a new album called Her Loss.
Her Loss.
Which, by the way, Drake is on a not so winning streak with these album covers. No shade.
Who is that on the album cover?
I don't know, but I like the little gold tooth. It's like homage to back in the 90s.
I
I
thought
guess.
it was that one girl.
Homage. Who? No, I said homage, but it's homage.
I thought it was the one girl with the missing tooth.
Oh, Krishan Rock.
Oh, that's her name, Krishan.
Krishan Rock.
I thought it was Krishan.
Nah, it's not her.
Damn, that's not like
Unk. Wow, Unk. But yes, they have him and 21 Savage have a new album called Her Loss, and the single that we're mentioning is Circle Loco. Yes, Circle Loco.
Okay.
There was a line. I'm gonna read it. It says, "This bitch lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion."
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys know the backstory about the shots and the Megan Thee Stallion and the feats
That was like
and
2
the
years ago now?
Tory Lanez's of the world, right? Yeah. It's been a while, but the case is still pending.
Yeah.
So Megan Thee Stallion reacted and she responded, and she's one to be quiet a little bit. She hasn't been one to Cardi will defend and denounce all the things.
Okay.
But Megan Thee Stallion actually spoke up for herself, and she said, "I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching weak ass conspiracy theories and bars to my name. LOL. N words. No hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout, bitch.
Ooh.
Keep sucking my pee."
Period.
So I just imagine her saying it like that, right? That's how I imagine her saying it. And then somebody said, "Oh well, he said stallion though, so technically he did say your name." And she said, "Well, a stallion is slang for tall, thick woman."
Like me.
Right. Anyway, so she's basically saying, "Stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass ends. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You ends, especially rap ends, are lame. Ready to boycott about some shoes and clothes, but dogpile on black women when she says one of y'all homeboys abused her. And when the mother when the mother effing facts come out, remember all y'all hoe ass rappers that stood behind a N that shot a female."
That's crazy.
So, there's word out there. I think it was, who was it that Lil Yachty recently wanted to denounce
I saw that.
he was taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion, no pun intended. But honestly, it was a cool. Drake has a way of playing with his words, right? Do I agree? I think she should stand up for herself. I think she should speak on that because in whichever way it's hurtful to her, don't poke fun or I don't know. I think
because it's still a traumatic experience. Like she still had to live that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she's hurt by that. You know what I'm saying?
This what we talked about in the beginning of the podcast. Brotherly love. At the end of the day, like, okay, I get it. It's rap. Everybody wants that's the narrative out there. Yep. It's rap. Everybody in their feelings. Yes, you're right. Back in the day, battle rap was it. Like if they were battling, then sure. But I honestly believe it's unprovoked. It's a situation that could have not been mentioned. You could have chosen a different bar.
It didn't have to be that way. And then I saw something that said basically, well, Drake was implying it was for like butt shots.
Right, because some women are lying that they don't have butt shots, but you lying about your butt. You don't got butt shots, but you still a stallion. Like how you become the stallion, you got these butt shots. Basically, is what he's saying. And we know when the butt shots is fake and real. Some are done well, and it doesn't matter to each his own. Honestly. To each his own, like. But this situation, I'm sorry. Let's call a spade a spade. It's no coincidence that you mentioned Stallion. We have Meg Thee Stallion, who was shot by one of your homies from Toronto.
Right. Period. Oh, Tory Lanez is from Toronto?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know he's a Canadian one.
Oh, he is?
But you know what, Tory, that's crazy because last night, guys, as much as I'm not a part of the cancel culture.
Tory has good music.
He has great music. I haven't really been, it's so funny that I'm listening to it a little bit more now in an era that some people are saying cancel, but I'm not canceling his music. I don't have to like him as a person to like
because his music still hits.
At the end of the day, the man is gifted.
His music still hits.
I wish that they would not let this noise distract us from their talents, though, because in this era of cancel culture, only the strongest are surviving. Let's be real. The baby, he mentioned Meg Thee Stallion as well for clout for his new record.
I feel like that's what they do.
It's just too much, and I feel bad for my girl because we all have our walks of life, and I just feel like it's not fair. It's just not fair. And is our men.
However, I did see she did celebrate her 2-year anniversary with Party. Oh, they so cute together. I love it. He loves that girl. Yeah. Down.
Fuck what anybody else got to
Fuck.
say. She has a
strong black man behind her.
Tall. Handsome.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to go?
I'm sorry. Who partied?
You need some water?
I do. I do. A little thirsty, a little parched.
I love black love.
But no, I love their love, and I love that they just celebrated that anniversary. It's funny because this came out, the anniversaries around that time, so it probably was a good spirit.
Yeah, something to pick her up. Yeah, that was a lie. Like, come on, man. Like, Drake, I love Drake. Love Drake down.
But you know what? It gives abusive when these gentlemen talk about these women this way. It just gives abusive. It gives that they will stop.
It gives corny.
It gives corny, but it gives very much. If they're gonna attack them like this and verbally behind closed doors, what does it really get? Like, I hope you're not. I'm not insinuating that Aubrey Graham is an abuser, but
no, not at all.
Come on, you guys are. When it comes to like the baby, I think that was proven that he actually hit a woman. Yeah.
I don't know.
He actually socked her
years
ago when he first was coming out because she grabbed his chain or something.
That's crazy.
It was a whole case, child. But it's showing signs of abuse when you guys attack these women and talk ill of them. Now Drake, again, this one he couldn't have his rebuttal. He hasn't really spoken on it. He's probably not going to do that. He's going to let it float. But hey, to each his own. Yeah. And Meg Thee Stallion, kudos to you for standing up for yourself, black woman. So, wow, we're already here.
We're already here. Like, what can they expect to come? Like, what do we have next?
We have some good stuff coming down the pipeline. We will have some guest speakers.
Absolutely.
We will have some of our friends joining us. We have some other brown businesses that we want to highlight, but we also want to bring them in to join the discussion.
Absolutely.
Of all the things. But there's going to be some fun for our vloggers out there. We are going to not stop at just this. We're going to take you on some of our trips together. Some of our food, eating. I got to check out, speaking of that, please check out the reaction video go visit Meet the Maslins video that they posted with us
Like
reacting to treats. Yeah. I think it was a couple weeks ago, but yeah, reacting to some treats that we got from Thailand. It was so fun. But we're gonna do stuff like that and partner with them as well.
Yep.
So you have a lot to
look forward to. Yeah. Also, just our personal pages alone as well. Yeah. We have a lot of dope content, collaborating together, solo. We're just giving y'all everything y'all need to get. Okay?
Everything.
And just be patient with us because, like I said, we're new to this, so we're still going through the phase of learning.
Yes, please bear with us. And be nice in the comments.
Don't drag us.
If we say something offensive, please give us some grace. Point it out, and we will talk about it together. We will discuss it actually on this forum. This is what this is about. Hell yeah, you can curse.
Them out? No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be nice.
Listen, don't
you try me and get my time.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Don't play with me.
Oh,
Deadass.
No,
I am gonna stand up for myself. Son, money. B. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That's the one that got her saying right now. Before we go though, we do want to end on our deep dive. Deep dive is about a topic that we choose to divulge a little bit more with you guys. And this week we do want to talk about mindful meditation. So meditation is it's a practice to help you be more present and in the moment. So I know that a lot of us feel like we don't have time to try it. I've been doing it, and I wake up at what time? I wake up at now it's 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning.
Hold
on, but I'm a little early bird. I get up, get my mind right, then go to work. Not too. Somewhere in Orlando.
3, 4 in the morning.
Yes, that's just. But I go to bed on the weekdays. I go to bed at 8 and 9 p.m. That's true. And my phone don't sleep with me. It sleeps downstairs.
Let me tell you something. Dexter will text you at 4:48 in the morning.
Hey, friend.
Like full of energy. I'm like, bro, I'm asleep.
I'm asleep. I'm tired.
What are you doing up?
Well, listen. I mean. When you wake, yes, it's very refreshing. That's when I have the most energy. We all have the most energy. So
I love that for you.
Mindful meditation is something that I've been practicing, and I wanted to share this with you guys because there's a lot of things going on. We're feeling hard pressed on all sides. It feels almost like there's anxieties. There's heavy stress workloads and just kind of wondering where the next thing. There's world news where you have a hurricane coming out of nowhere that you got to get. So we need to practice. Yes,
it's a lot.
I suggest and I advise. I'm just getting back onto it, but I've been doing it for years. Mindful meditation. I want to get to the point where I'm like one of the gurus. Yeah, sure, but the gurus got it down to a science where they get their mind so clear that they're focusing just their breathing in that moment. Just the environment as they hear things around them. And it's so good. It's highly advised that you guys do that. It's a tool you can use to bring yourself back to present in stressful situations, but we shouldn't stop being mindful when we stop meditating. The purpose of mindful meditation is to become mindful throughout all parts of your life so that we are awake, present, and open-hearted in everything that we do. Okay? So we're going to leave y'all on that note.
I'm going to try it.
Mindful meditation. We're going to try it. We're going to practice sometime this week. And we'll let you know how that goes. But on that note, the Brown Bros have successfly ended the first episode. Hey, oh my God. I love you guys. And we will see you next week.
Time. Next
Bye.
week.